Running your own ad campaigns might seem like the most budget friendly option. After all, why pay an expert when you can do it yourself? But what many business owners don't realize is that DIY ad campaigns often end up costing way more in wasted spend, missed opportunities, and inefficient strategies. Without the right experience, you really could be pouring so much money into ads that don't convert, targeting the wrong audience, or even failing to optimize for the maximum ROI. So today I want to break down the hidden costs of DIY ad campaigns and how you can avoid the pitfalls to ensure your advertising dollars work for you, not against you. Hello and welcome to another episode of Digital Marketing Made Simple. I'm your host, Jenny Lyon, and today that's exactly what I want to talk about, how to really make your ad campaigns work for you. So first things first, when it comes to the hidden costs of ads, the big thing is wasted ad spend, right? Especially if you're using the wasted ad spend on the wrong audience. That really is one of the biggest DIY advertising mistakes, and it really comes down to defining your target audience. So many business owners assume that if you cast a really wide net, that will increase your chances of attracting customers. But as we know, as I've talked about over and over the years, the reality is that poor targeting really leads to wasted ad spend. And when your ads aren't reaching the right people, then you are paying for clicks and impressions that don't convert into sales. And when this happens, you're going to see your ad budget disappear really quickly, and you're going to have little to show for it in the end. You'll see low engagement, which often negatively impacts your ad performance over time. But there are ways to avoid it. So the first thing that you can do is you could use Facebook Audience Insights or even Google Analytics to really research your ideal customer before you launch any ad campaign. And when you narrow down your targeting based on demographics, behaviors, and interests, then you really do ensure that your ads are seen by the people who are most likely to buy. Another thing you can do is A/B testing. So this is where you're testing different audiences to refine your targeting and find the most profitable segments. But here's a pro tip for you. If you're unsure who your audience is, start by analyzing your existing customer base and look for any common characteristics there. It's the easiest way to really nail down quickly who that ideal client avatar is. Okay, hidden cost number 2 is poor ad creative that doesn't convert. So when it comes to DIYing your ads, that often means using generic, uninspired ad creatives that really fail to capture your audience's attention. So the reality here is that your ads are literally competing with thousands of others in the user's feed. And if your ads don't stand out, they will be ignored. So common issues with DIY ad creatives include things like weak copywriting, copywriting that doesn't communicate your actual value or doesn't communicate the urgency behind it. Unpolished visuals. We see that a lot where visuals aren't aligned with your brand. And having no clear call to action, which really leaves the users unsure of what to do next. But again, there are ways to avoid this. So you can invest in professional ad creatives. So you could use different tools like Canva or Adobe Express. These can help you to create polished designs. You can also keep your ad copy really clear. Make sure it focuses on the benefits and that it's emotionally compelling. It emotionally pulls your audience in. And use a clear call to action. So something like download now or get 25% off today or claim your free trial. Something that's going to encourage immediate action. Okay, so here's another pro tip. You can study successful ads from your competitors to see what's working in your industry. So check them out. What are they posting? What do their ads look like? You can use that information as kind of your jumping off point for creating your ads that are going to differentiate you. Okay, hidden cost number 3 is failing to optimize your ads for performance. So many business owners kind of set up their ads and forget them, and they kind of assume that they're going to perform as they hope they're going to perform. But digital advertising really does require ongoing optimization. Without it, you really will burn through your budget and you're going to see underperforming ads. So, a lot of common mistakes that we see are things like clients who come to us who haven't looked at their analytics, or they're just kind of running their ads blindly. They're not split testing. They're not trying different versions of the ad to see, how can they improve its performance. And they're failing to adjust bids, placement, or the ad copy based on the results. So these are all things that you have to constantly kind of have your finger on to ensure that you really are optimizing those ads for the best performance possible. But again, really easy ways to avoid that. So you can check your ad performance daily and adjust it as needed. You could use, again, A/B testing. We do this a lot where we're comparing different headlines, different graphics, different videos, different audiences. And you can also set up automated rules to pause underperforming ads and scale the winning ones. So definitely check that out. And here's another pro tip. Even really small tweaks, things like changing a headline, that can really double your conversion rate. So you just have to kind of play with it, tweak things, change this, change that, give it a little bit of time though, so you know what changes you've made the difference. If you change a ton of things all at once and then all of a sudden the ad starts to perform, it's going to be really hard to pinpoint what was the thing that I changed that made the difference. So just change one thing at a time. Switch out the headline, then wait a few days. If that's still not working, switch out the video or the image, wait a few days, and then you can really start to see what's working and what's not working. Hidden cost number 4 is managing your budget. So DIY advertisers often will overspend or underspend due to the lack of budgeting experience. If you don't have clear cost controls, then you probably will either set your daily ad spend too high, which is going to really burn through that budget quickly, or you're going to allocate too little and really fail to get enough data for the optimization. So running ads without a really clear goal, that can also be another issue where it leads to wasted spending. But again, easy ways to fix it. So you could start by testing budgets for the first 7 to 14 days before scaling. And again, you can use tools, you can use Facebook or Google's bid strategy tools to really help to control the costs. But overall, you want to define a very clear goal. What is the goal for each of your ads? Are you trying to get more leads? Is this ad for lead generation? Are you looking to get more sales? Are you just trying to get your name out there and you really are just looking for brand awareness? But a pro tip here is a really well-planned budget ensures that your ad spend is an investment, not a gamble. Hidden cost number 3 is losing time that could be spent elsewhere. So this really is the biggest hidden cost of DIY advertising, your time, right? Learning how to effectively manage ads can take hours of research, setup, monitoring, and a lot of the time these are things that you shouldn't be doing. Your time really should be spent elsewhere in the business. So if you set up some ads and you're finding yourself really spending hours and hours or weeks and weeks trying to figure out, how does the Facebook Ads Manager work? How do I use Google's bidding system? You're really losing this valuable time that could be dedicated to serving your clients, creating new products, or even closing new deals. So easy ways to avoid this is to consider outsourcing your ads to an expert who can manage them for you effectively. You can also use automation tools. We love automation over here. So you can use things like Zapier or HubSpot, different systems like this to really streamline any ad-related tasks. And then you can focus on what you do best and really step back and let the professionals handle the rest for you. So a pro tip here is hiring an expert really does pay for itself by really improving ROI and saving you time. So if that's something that you've been curious about, maybe you've ran some ads before, maybe you're running some now, maybe you want to run ads but you haven't, then please reach out and schedule a free call with my marketing team. They are standing by, very excited to chat with you. And ads is one of the things that we do really, really well. So you can schedule a free call at jennylyon.com/marketing momentum. But the smartest investment really is strategy over trial and error. DIY ad campaigns often seem like a really easy way for you to save money, but what we've seen is that inexperience really does lead to higher costs in the long run. So anything from wasted spend to poor performance and even lost time, those types of expenses really add up quickly. So instead of gambling with your budget or gambling with your time, really think about investing in a proven advertising strategy that ensures every single dollar works for you. So whether that does mean hiring an expert, using better tools, or simply learning the best practices up front, the right approach will really help you to save money. It'll improve the performance much quicker, and it will maximize your ad spend and your ROI. But if you're looking for maybe a little bit of help and you're not ready to jump into hiring an expert, then please check out our free ad template. It's a new template that we created this year to really help you to make your ads work smarter, and not harder. So you can grab that at jennylyon.com/ad template. We also have a very in-depth strategic $10 a day ad strategy and workbook. We're offering it now to our audience for only $9. It's something that we literally spent weeks and weeks creating, but we're really proud of it. And we really are seeing some great results and getting really good feedback from the people who have purchased it so far. So you can always check that out at jennylyon.com/ad workbook. But the point here is that if you're running ads, we want to ensure that every dollar you spend is bringing you in results. If it isn't, it's time to have a second look at it. If it is, kudos to you. All right, well, that's what I have for you this week. I hope you found this episode of Digital Marketing Made Simple helpful, and I hope that you take some time to think about running ad campaigns, or if you are running ad campaigns, to really think about the hidden costs of DIYing it if they aren't quite working for you. All right, I'll see you next time. Have a great week. See you soon. Bye for now.